Hi, welcome back to Angie's Pantry. Now I've been gone for a while, taking care of family business and taking care of my father actually. We got him up from Florida. I can't say a whole lot because there's criminal investigations of what went on down there before we got to him. And he is doing better. He's been up here since February to Michigan and is in a really nice nursing facility. It's about what I could say about that, but he is doing a lot better, especially having people around him 24/7, nurses, and you know, it's a good thing. So I'm sorry I've been gone so long. As you well know, I have some of you might know, that's been watching me for a while, fibromyalgia, and stress really messes you up. So anyways, I'm doing better. I had a surgical injection done in my back yesterday. I'm able to stand up and make some bread, which I've been dying to do. I miss cooking and canning. I missed all that, but hopefully with this new injection that they gave me, I'll be able to do a lot more. We'll see. So today, I'm not going to show you how I'm making the bread. I've got lots of videos out there of how I made the bread. I will make sure I put it up in the top corner, whichever one it may be. What I want to talk to you about is, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I got the Pullman cast iron pans. And I got them at a really good price, and I think they're restocked on them. I love these pans. What I do is I make sure I use Crisco oil on the top, throughout the inside, and then I sprinkle corn grits in there and tap it all around. And I do that while the bread is kneading in the mixer. And then I have 2 of them. And the recipe that I use, I'll insert it here. Is a real easy recipe to follow. I just love it. I cut it in half, I roll it out, and then I put it into the Pullman pans. But I'll bring you along for that part. I'm not gonna, you know, the bread's in the oven right now, rising with the tea cloth over it on a ceramic bowl because it's really windy here in Michigan, and it's only gonna be a high of 70. So that's a bonus. But if it's windy out and you got your windows open, you want to put your bread either in the microwave or the oven, so that, because the wind will mess with the rising of your bread. All right, what else? Oh, I do have, I did cut the recipe in half to be able to do just one pan, but when I do that, I do tend to add like extra stuff like milk powder, powdered milk, and potato flakes too. Well, if you want to see a video on that, let me know in the comments below. I so missed everybody, and to all my new subscribers, hello, welcome to my home and my pantry. I am just so blessed to have each and every one of you still checking up on me, ask me how I'm doing. I've gotten emails. How y'all got my email, I don't know. Message, you know, Angie's Pantry Facebook group page, you guys message me through there, and that link is below if you want to join that, because a lot of times I share, like I said, my Instagrams or what I'm trying to do during the day to keep up with me. I am going to try to at least post a video a week, if not every other week. I'm going to try. Like I said, we're seeing how this injection does, and with the stress of my father, and he's got dementia, over 75% of his brain, and he's having a hard time. But he's physically doing better, being surrounded around a bunch of people that care. So, all right, I'll be back when it's time to put the bread loaves in the Pullman pan. Again, thank you all for your concerns and love. Big hugs. I'll be back in a minute. So I got my pan set up. I've got egg wash with a little bit of creamer that I mixed up over here. I got my toppings I'm going to put on, everything but bagel, and a little bit of oatmeal on there just to make it party before I drop that on my counter. I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil on there. I never add flour. I don't know if you guys know this. You'll see people do big chunks of flour and throw it on there. What it does will make your dough tough. Once it's called for its right amount of flour that's in that recipe, try not to overdo it. So here's this beautiful bowl I've had for years, and my dough is roused beautifully. So I'm just going to kind of push it down in here real quick. Just enough to get some of the air out. I don't want all the air out because we worked hard to get some of that in there, right? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful dough? You know it's worked well? Yes. I think it's a beautiful dough. If you don't know how to make bread, follow the recipe. If you don't have a KitchenAid, instead of, working the KitchenAid for 10 minutes, you're just going to have to hand knead it. And to hand knead, you push away and all that. So I'm going to set this one back in here for a minute. And then I'm just going to kind of flatten it out just a smidge. Okay. I'm going to go out just a little bit more. These Pullmans are awesome. Half the time I don't have to have it re-rise too long because you don't want it to rise up but only halfway above. You want it to rise to where it comes to halfway above this pan, and then it'll rise more in the oven. So if my loaf is up to that part, then I will just put it in the oven at 375 for I believe, let me quick look, 375. It's been a minute, I think, for 25 minutes. Oh, bake for 20 minutes with the lid on. Take the lid off. Take your lid off, and then drop the oven down to 375 for 15 minutes. Oh, okay, I see. It's because oops. See, good thing I looked at that. Let's go to bake. I have it bake at 425. It's been a few months since I made bread. Clear, bake. There we go. So, and again, I'll have that recipe in the beginning part of the video that you can take a picture of, and then you'll have it. Okay, and then I just kind of fold the ends in a little as I go. And then I just roll the ends instead. A lot of people pinch it. You can, if you want to, you can pinch it. But usually mine last. So we just roll it back and forth, tuck it, and then little air bubbles, kind of try to get some of the bigger air bubbles out of there. And then you stick it in your pan like so, push it down. Yeah, see, that's going to do a lot. I'll probably let it rise while I'm making the other one. And then I'm going to take some egg wash with the creamer. I just put some of my coffee creamer in there. You can put milk, you can put water if you want. You don't have to do an egg wash. I just like how golden brown it gets. And it makes my toppings stick better. Some people do olive oil or whatever. I just like the egg wash. Okay. And then I sprinkle a little bit of the everything but on there. Toppings. Not too much because it does make it more, salty like. And then I take a little bit of the oatmeal. Just stick on there so it's pretty topping. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. And then, see how pretty that looks? Alright. I keep my lids over here because I don't have a huge counter spot. Again, that's greased with Crisco oil. And I will set that aside. Now by the time my oven comes to heat, that will be rose enough in there for me to just stick it in the oven. All right, you want to stay with me while I do the other one? Let me pull you back just a smidge, and we can do that. I don't save the egg wash. I've had questions on that. I don't do that. I tried it before. I don't like it. I don't make enough bread. Even when I make bread, you know, all the time, I don't. Okay, we're gonna pull it. Not too tight. Tuck in your sides. Trying to push out some air bubbles. By rights, I should have weighed this. It does work out better if you got the equal amount. I'll get that off there for a minute. That was just oatmeal. And then pinch any big bubbles. Roll your bottom. And there we go. Tighten her up. Drop her in. Push down the corners. Always make sure your corners are really greased well with the Crisco or whatever you're using in your pan, because that bottom corner doesn't grease up well. Okay, that's good. Some of that egg wash. And that's just as easy as she goes. I will try to find the link where I got these and put it in the comment section below. I got them at a really good price, because sometimes you can get these for $100 and some. And that is crazy. When I found it at way under $100, I shared it with some of my friends. Heather from the Needy Homesteader got one. Hi Heather, nice shout out to her. Check out her channel. She does a lot of bread making, canning, awesome food. Paul from Paul's Real Thumb, he doesn't use them, but he's also a good channel to check out. Gay at Apron Strings, she does wonderful cooking, baking, canning. All these do canning too. And Mandy, More to Life, dehydrating, canning. I think she brought some Pullman breads too. That's what I've been doing a lot of, is watching videos and checking out stuff. I'm hooked on, oh my gosh, what's his name? Polly. I can't think his name. He's a bounty hunter. Cop bounty hunter. Oh my God, he's awesome. If I think of the channel, I'll write it down and tell you. Okay. So, let's see how this first one rose up a little. See? That can go in the oven. It's right at where you want it, because you don't want it to let it rise too much, because then your lid will pop off. So I'm confident that I'm going to put these in the oven, and my lid might pop up a little, but not too bad. All right, I'll bring you back when it's time to take off the lid. All right, it's been 20 minutes. I've got, oops, get back, Lily. Lily's going to help. Okay. That's the first one. And look, the lid just opened up. I don't know if you can see it. The lid just cracked open just a little bit. Can you see it better? So what you do is just take that lid off. Look at that. And then I set these over here, face down. And now I put this back in the oven. Look at, oops. There you go. And then for 10 minutes. And it helps it so the sides don't cave in. Here's the second one. Beautiful. Because sometimes if you don't do this, your sides will cave in and it'll be horrible. Swoosh sides. All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes when I'm ready to take it out of the oven and put it on the cooling rack. It's been about 20 minutes because I got visiting. But they nice and strong there. And then they just pop out beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. Now that's with that crust at the bottom. And then I just let it sit there and see my sides. Ain't gonna cave in. Now some people take it and turn their pan all the way around wonky. I don't do that. And then let's get the other one out. And then I will get a photo of it. Like that made it easier, right? Ouch, it's hot. See how beautiful it comes out of the pan? Beautiful loaf of bread. Two beautiful loaves of bread. Now this is the same size as a regular Pullman pan, the tin pans with the lids. It's just cast iron. And I really love it. Isn't that beautiful? And then I'll let it cool. And then I will put them in that is how easy these Pullman pans are. Beautiful, easy to clean out. I let them cool completely. Then I wash them out with good hot water. And I do put a little bit of dish soap on mine, wash it out good, and then rinse them really good in hot water. Then I tip them upside down in the oven. I'll set the oven at 275 with the lids flat and the pans upside down for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'll shut the oven off, let them finish, you know, that way there it cures them. And I haven't had no issues with them, and store them, and I love them. And I think the bread loaf is beautiful on it. Thank you for stopping by. As always, big hugs from my pantry to yours. Bye.